So first of all, I would like to thank you, sir, for making time to make the podcast with me. I do really appreciate it. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Mike.
Let's start to talk about the topic. But before we jump into the topic, would you like to tell us, the viewers here, a little more information about yourself?
Okay, my name is Danny Martin,
Mm-hmm.
and I originally from the United States
Mm-hmm.
of America.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 68 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm retired. I retired in 2017,
Mm-hmm.
and I moved to Indonesia in September 2017,
Mm-hmm.
and my sponsor, I live with my sponsor here in Ramadan, here in East Java.
Mm-hmm.
And my second sponsor, Mr. Horti, who is the headmaster of SEMO, Islamic Boarding School here in Ramadan.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have two sponsors who take care of me.
Mm-hmm.
Sister has taken care of me since day one.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Horti has been with me since February of 2020 when I got my 5-year student visa.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, my title now is when I say that in the English groups, I have a volunteer English student, not speaker, not teacher, just because I'm a student visa, because immigration will frown, will not like it. Not supposed to get paid doing volunteer work at boarding schools and English camps.
All right. Okay, got it, sir. Yeah, volunteer student visa, is it?
Right.
Yeah. All right.
Well, it's actually 5-year student visa, but when I go to these camps,
Mm-hmm.
I introduce myself as a volunteer English student. That's
All right.
my title.
Yeah. All right, sir. Got it. Your English helping is so mesmerizing to me. Like, you are in the group. Oh, by the way, for the viewers here, I think I've been knowing Mr. Dennis for almost more than a year, actually. So we are in the same group, English group, WhatsApp group. It is Daily English. And the group has a lot of people from all over the countries. And one of them is this person, Mr. Dennis. He's so humble and friendly person. But when I was with you, like on the conference at the first time, it was different. Like, you were so humble and friendly, and you were so welcome. You never corrected anybody to speak English, but you just listened to them, and that's what I like and I love about you, sir.
Thank you for your kindness.
And actually, the group is also lucky to have you as the native speaker. It to me it feels more professional if one English group we have a native speaker like you, and I think it completes the experience to learn English more after all. Yeah.
I'm glad. That
Mhm.
makes me feel good.
All right.
That
Okay.
makes me feel very, very, very good. Yeah, let me see if I can go outside.
Yeah, sure.
Because the
Sure,
lighting
sir.
in my room is so poor.
Okay. All right.
Now you can see me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You see?
It's much better,
You
sir.
can see me.
For the very first time when I saw you on the conference and we did the interaction on the conference, make the conversation, I thought at that time you were a non-Muslim American man, because I never talk about religion stuff or something, because to me it's kind of a sensitive thing to talk about. Even though we are in the same religion, but that doesn't mean that we can talk about our religion in a public forum, in like a WhatsApp group or everything. We need to put some respect to other people who have the other belief. You just still remember you told the story to the people in the conference that one day you went to a mosque to perform Friday prayer, and then you at that time you were wearing the mask on, and some people, especially the kids, laugh at you. It's such an annoying thing, and it's like, oh my god, like this guy went to a mosque to perform prayer, so it must be Muslim. So, and I think it's quite interesting, like why an American guy like you can convert to Islam, and how did you find Islam as your religion now?
And I moved here in September of 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And I lived with my sponsor, his
Mm-hmm.
sister, his
Mm-hmm.
father, and
Mm-hmm.
his brother.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all Islamic. When I was living in America, I've known him for almost 6 full years. He
Mm-hmm.
used to read from the Holy Quran to
Mm-hmm.
me when I lived in Virginia, in America,
Mm-hmm.
on a video call.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded very peaceful at
Mm-hmm.
that time. I didn't know much about it.
Mm-hmm.
That many people where I live don't think much about Islam
Mm-hmm.
except
Mm-hmm.
bad things they
Mm-hmm.
say
Yeah.
about it over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't want to mention
Mm-hmm.
what happened back in the time when
Mm-hmm.
the Muslims were attacked.
Exactly.
Donald Trump
Yeah.
attacked
Oh,
Islam
I think that was the worst,
at
the
the
worst
beginning
time.
before he
Mm-hmm.
was campaigning. That was, I want to try this. I want to try this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it was like the next month, October of that year.
Mm-hmm.
So he invited this Islamic teacher
Mm-hmm.
to the house.
Mm-hmm.
We all sat in the. So at that time, I did not have a prayer robe. I didn't have a prayer hat. I was wearing a pair of shorts.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, so we sat in a little circle,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
maybe 8 or 9 people. Lister was there, so was several other people from the village.
Mm-hmm.
And he was next to me,
Mm-hmm.
sharing some prayers with me, and I held the. We started talking a little.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, he started saying a couple prayers at the
Mm-hmm.
beginning, what we say at the beginning of each prayer we perform each day.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded peaceful. Uh, I think I feel closer to God than
Mm-hmm.
I ever had in my life.
Oh God. Oh my God.
So,
Mm-hmm.
so I feel closer to God. Who I choose to call God, who I choose to call Allah. Or
Mm-hmm.
anyway, I think we all pray a certain way each day.
Mm-hmm.
And we all pray a different way. Like
Mm-hmm.
every prayer, I always pray for certain people, so my friends always be good.
Mm-hmm.
I even do it at the mosque.
Mm-hmm.
Usually at the end of the prayer,
Mm-hmm.
or in like Friday prayer, right after we do the big prayer, I usually pray for good people, my
Mm-hmm.
friends, family,
Mm-hmm.
in secret. I
Mm-hmm.
don't out loud
Yeah.
say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
At the beginning, I did not go to the mosque.
Mm-hmm.
Mister would not allow me to go because
Mm-hmm.
there were times you have to know when to do this, to do this,
Yep.
do this.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So it took a while.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now I went to the first Ramadan
Mm-hmm.
in 2018.
Mm.
2018. Because 2017, Ramadan had just been over that long before I converted.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
think.
Like to be straight, like you already converted to Islam when you were in Indonesia, right? So when you were
Right, was
when
not America. No,
yeah.
no,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
no. If I had, no, if
Yeah, and then
so.
especially like you converted to Islam is because this religion is interesting. You didn't know much about this
I
religion.
only knew
Yeah.
some because he
Mhm.
used to
Mhm. Mhm.
say some prayers to me. I think he was reciting the Holy Quran
Exactly.
to me when I was on video call back
Mhm.
in
Mhm.
America.
Mhm.
He
But
would do that.
mhm.
So that's what I was listening to.
And then you moved to Indonesia, and then you know better about Islam. Like it's a peaceful religion, so that's you decided to convert to Islam after all.
It's not what other people said about it.
Mhm. Mhm.
There's so much negativity about Islam.
Yeah.
But not only Islam, usually the same group of people downgrade many
Mhm.
different religions, like the Jewish
Mhm.
religion.
Sir, if you don't mind telling us here, me and the viewers here. What was your previous religion before you embrace Islam?
My previous religion was Catholic.
Okay. I'm a Muslim, and I've been a Muslim since I was born. But it's different from you. When you were born, you were not a Muslim. Technically, Islam is not your birth religion. Your family is not Muslim. So, did you tell your family
Yes.
about this?
And that didn't go over well with two of my brothers.
Tell
I
us.
did. One accepts me, the other two don't even say. They don't even say nothing. So that's I don't know which is worse, is by either saying it or be silent. Sometimes silence is not good either.
Exactly. Yeah. But I think you have considered. You had considered about this one before, right? Like you know the consequence when you convert to another religion, even though if it was not Islam, probably like another religion, the consequences of having a confrontation from your family will happen, right? And and did you anticipate this kind of situation when some of the member of your families didn't like it and tried to convince you that you better go back to your previous religion?
Well, they didn't really say it, but possibly that's what they probably wished they would have done. Wish I would
Okay.
have done. But my older brother accepts me. We were the closest. He was the closest to me. Even to this day, we always communicate. We always
So
communicate.
he's a supportive
But
brother
my
for you.
family,
What did you say to your family when
well,
you confirm
I wrote
yourself?
each one of them, my brothers, my three brothers, and my brother-in-law. I wrote all of them a long message, and at that time it was all in Facebook Messenger. None of them had WhatsApp. So when they opened it up, they were shocked. They were shocked.
Okay. One of your brothers is a priest, right? If I'm not mistaken.
My oldest brother was a priest. He
Ah.
was a priest. He's the one that is the hardest to deal with. He's the hardest to deal with.
By the time when some of your family is asking you about your decision to be a Muslim, and then you are still with your standpoint as a Muslim, what makes you want to stand up for yourself as a Muslim?
I heard so many good things about it. Even before I come here, I heard good things about it. That it was a very happy and blessed religion. The way they pray, the way the community comes together. I see it here in my village. They come together. They 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 they. In the other religions, they never did that. We prayed once a week on Sunday on the church. The other 6 days, none of us ever went to pray. We didn't. We did not pray. And so because we all have a work.
What actually most Americans think about Islam, according to your point of view, sir?
Right after 9/11, after 9/11, negativity spread out towards Islam.
Yeah.
Because of what happened on that
Tragedy.
dark day in American history. But by looking at that, it's not the religion that caused the terrorist attack. It's the people who did it, and they used Islam as a front.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe none of those terrorists believe in God. How can they believe in God when they kill 3,000 people in one day?
Oh, that's terrible.
You probably saw it on the TV a million times. You probably saw it on YouTube a million times. Every year on September 11th, they have the anniversary for it, and they repeat it because they want people to remember what happened on that day. That's what most Americans were believing at that time.
Whew. That was so hard. That was so hard. Not only for the American Muslim, but also for the Muslim all over the world. Exactly.
Terrorized.
Yeah.
Terrorized. That is called cowardice or it retaliation in the wrong way.
So at that time, sir, at that time, you didn't know Islam, right? And then most people, American people at that time, most of them think that Islam is a bad religion. Did you think the same way because you didn't know Islam at that time?
No, not really, not really. But I never had any wild dreams that Islam was ever. It was just used as a front.
Yeah,
That's what these terrorists do. That's what they do.
exactly.
They can,
Yeah,
just like in America, many domestic terrorists.
yeah,
Not Islam, not any other religion that do mass murders,
yeah,
to kill.
yeah.
Believe me, was there was a back in 1991. His name was Timothy McVeigh, and so he decided in 1995 he got angry at the government. He hated the government. He decided to him and an accomplice build up a big truck full of fertilizer and chemicals and stuff that makes a bomb. They parked this truck in front of the government building in Oklahoma City and detonated it from a I guess some kind of a device, set it off,
Oh my
blew up
God.
the whole front of the building, killed 182
Oh,
innocent souls.
it's terrible.
And that was not Islamic event. That was an angry
Yeah,
person who
yeah.
decided he was anti-American. He hated America because I don't know what happened. He killed all those people.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
but
yeah.
there have been many domestic terrorism. We have a guy that go in. So this is not based on Islamic. This is based on
The personality, I guess. Yeah.
the people.
The people itself,
behind this
yes.
crap.
All right, so back then when you were in the United States, did you have any Muslim friends?
You know, to be honest with you, I don't think I did. To
Oh,
this day, I
wow.
don't think.
Interesting.
You see, the Islamic population there was very small, like
Yeah.
less than 3 million Muslims that live in the United States. Very small percentage of America. So the not a big. So it was chances are in Philadelphia there was a big mosque in downtown, big, but I never went inside. I saw it, and people used to hear. I guess people used to hear the prayer call. I guess during prayer. I did not know what that was.
Let's say that as a mu'alaf or a new Muslim, normally we need to get used with all the ritual that Muslim people do, such as performing fast, do the 5 time prayers. Did you have a hard time in the beginning of being a Muslim?
It took me a while to get used to it. It took me a while. At first, I got a little frustrated because I did not know what to do at the beginning. I would always close my bedroom door when I prayed because I was afraid people would make fun of me if I made a mistake, something like that. There's one thing I cannot do during Ramadan is because of reasons I cannot fast.
Okay, alright. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the hard time for you to practice Islam, right? For the first time, it's performing 5 times prayers, and then for now, it's still the fast during Ramadan, right? Because of the health reason.
Yeah, I can't do that. But I do go to all the prayers. Every night I go to Isha prayer and I go to 2-hour prayer.
To the
at
mosque, right? Yeah.
All through the only time I did not go was in 2020 because of the pandemic.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
mosques were, it was kind of like not safe to go.
Yeah. When you converted to Islam, what is the good thing about Islam itself in yourself? Like, did you have more peace, or you? What's a different thing?
I feel more closer to God. I feel
Okay.
closer to God. I
Mhm.
feel the peace.
Mhm.
I feel like my prayers are being answered.
Mhm.
Where and I feel comfortable.
Mhm.
And when I go to the boarding school, I feel like the people are very nice to me.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
You know,
Happy
and
to know that. But by the way, can you speak some bahasas word?
well, Salama Pagi.
Salamat
Salama
pagi.
Pagi.
Okay, that's good.
It's probably not good. Uh,
Apa kabar?
uh, Tarasa Kasi. Tarasa Kasi.
Terima kasih. Thank
Yeah,
you.
see, that's the part that's hard. Tarasa Kasi.
Okay.
Sama Sama.
Sama-sama. Yes.
Africa Bar.
Apa kabar?
Africa Bar.
Okay. Right.
Uh, so that means how are you,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
Africa Bar means how are you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, 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 yeah. So, when one day you probably you want to go back to your country, like for vacation or whatever, like for some family reason, what do you think will happen to you? You go back to your country as an American Muslim. What do you think people will react to you?
I don't know. I don't
Mhm.
know. Especially if I go back to my brother's.
Mhm.
If I go there on vacation, I don't never plan on going there to live ever again. I probably will never ever go back there again. But if
Ah.
it did happen, it's because I can't afford it. I can't afford it. The
Okay.
plane
All right.
ticket.
Okay.
And I don't think immigration going that far will allow me
Mhm.
to travel that far unless it was I don't know what kind of an emergency I would be on
Mhm.
if it had to go.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Uh, I would just have to. I don't know what their reactions would be.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, all right.
I can imagine me trying to perform a prayer, like if I go to my brother's house in
Mm-hmm.
my bedroom, in their bedroom in their house.
Yeah,
They
yeah, yeah.
probably would. They would probably freak out
Mm-hmm.
hearing that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or
All right.
hear the prayer call on my cell phone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So.
Anyway, sir, who's your mentor to teach you Islam? Do you have a private mentor of?
My corporate sponsor. He sometimes
Mm.
teaches me, but I need somebody to help me to do the simple part of the beginning of the prayer better. Okay, I
Mm.
haven't
Okay.
had that done to me in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I used to do that when I used to go there. We used to sit an hour or so practicing
Mm-hmm.
that. But it
Mm-hmm.
hasn't been done in a while. I don't know why, but it has not been done in a while.
You know, sir, the amazing thing about you, I cannot imagine how hard to be like you, how difficult your life, you in Indonesia, when you are an American, which is a foreigner, and then you converted to Islam, which is like you must learn something about your new religion from the scratch. I think it must be
Right.
hard for you, sir. How do you deal with it?
At first, it wasn't easy. It
Mhm.
wasn't easy. You
Mhm.
know, it wasn't easy. It was not easy coming over here. It was.
Mm.
I mean, it was like culture shock
Yeah,
when I came here.
exactly.
It
Hmm.
was totally different. Not the food. I'm not talking about the
Yeah.
food,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
by the way that people live.
Hmm. Yeah. Did you?
The
Did you?
houses
Uh
so
huh.
much different. Yeah, and so many things are different. Uh, and the way people do things.
Hmm.
Some of the things I don't like what goes on
Hmm.
is when people nap or sleep during the day. I don't
Hmm.
like. I don't do that.
What is your planning for your Islam life in the future? What is your planning? Do you want to learn more about how to read Quran, or?
Well, yeah. At my age, I'll do the best I can.
Yeah.
At my age, I'll do the best I can.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
You know, sir, yeah, this is what I was thinking about. Like, even for me, I'm younger than you. When I start to learn something new, it's hard for me to
Yeah.
to do everything from scratch. And you are older than me, and then you start to learn Islam in your age, which is not young anymore. It's kind of hard, like. I do really
Real hard.
appreciate it. Like
Yeah,
you,
real hard.
yeah, you work hard on this. Do you have any message for the people here, the viewers, about Islam in your point of view, American guy? Like,
Well, as me as an American becoming Islam
mhm,
for the first time 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago, what I want to say to everyone is just enjoy, enjoy the, uh, enjoy the ride,
mhm,
enjoy the people,
mhm,
enjoy the prayer,
mhm,
what people do. I don't expect anyone to master this.
mhm,
To this day, I don't think I really know anyone who can read the Holy Quran from one end to the
mhm,
other. There
mhm,
are probably some who can do it,
mhm,
or even the Holy Bible.
mhm,
There are people who can read it from one end to the other by looking in the book.
mhm,
There's not too many people like that out there
mhm,
who can do that.
mhm,
Uh, that's like very like a genius type
mhm,
thing.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
But just enjoy it, and go, when you go pray, really get something out of it.
Mhm,
Get
mhm.
something out of it, and I always, most of my messages to people, I always say a little prayer at the end. If you just say, may Allah always bless you and protect you
Amin.
from one thing to
Amin.
another. I hope that prayer comes your way.
Mhm,
I'm sure
Amin.
it does. Or may Allah always accept our prayers
Mhm,
each
Amin.
day.
Amin. Amin. Amin.
So kind of like what that is.
Mhm,
Kind of what that is. At the end of Ramadan will be Eid Labad,
mhm,
but the next feast.
mhm,
I forget the one that comes a few months
mhm,
after Eid al
mhm.
that where we sacrifice an animal.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Idul Adha.
I will. Last year I donated a goat.
I'm so grateful to have a friend like you.
I'm grateful to have people like you too.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
And
much. You are so supportive to people.
I hope I did a good job
You
with
did a
you.
great job, sir. It's awesome. It's more than I thought. It's more than I expected.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. I do really appreciate it. You're such a generous man. And then I hope that the people who watch this will take the benefits of our conversation. Thank you so much, Mr.
I
Martin.